Have you ever wondered why some people seem to lead full, satisfying lives while others feel trapped in misery? Today, we'll explore an ancient philosophy that has transformed lives for centuries, Stoicism. Welcome to the Stoic path. Discover the secrets of Stoicism and reach your maximum potential. Embark on a journey of self-discovery and transformation. Don't miss it. The journey is just beginning. I'm Mark, and I've been reflecting deeply on the Stoic life lessons I didn't learn at an early age. As I look back on those missed opportunities, I can't help but feel regret that I didn't have access to these valuable teachings in my youth. However, instead of letting myself be overwhelmed by that feeling of regret, I have found that by paying attention to these lessons, my life has improved significantly. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like you are facing the same problems over and over again without finding a lasting solution? This happened to me for a long time. Through difficult experiences, I understood that the way we react to external events plays a crucial role in our happiness and well-being. In my case, some of these lessons came after events I wish I had dealt with differently. However, I have adopted a positive outlook. As I incorporate these newly acquired insights into my daily life, I notice a gradual but powerful transformation in the way I face challenges, relate to others, and perceive myself. The reality is that, although my encounter with these crucial lessons came late in life, I am convinced that sharing these teachings can have a transformative impact on other people. These lessons address fundamental aspects of existence, from managing interpersonal relationships to managing stress and making informed decisions. I believe that this knowledge has the potential to generate significant and positive changes in the lives of those who are willing to listen and learn. Understanding what you can control. One of the most fundamental teachings of Stoicism is the difference between what we can and cannot control. This lesson has helped me reduce stress and anxiety. Every time you are rejected from something good, you are redirected to something better. Understand that you can't control everything or everyone, but you can control yourself, and that's even better. In Stoic philosophy, we are taught that our emotions and reactions are one of the few things we can truly control. This principle is liberating because it allows us to let go of the anxiety that comes from trying to control the uncontrollable. Instead of worrying about how others treat you, you can focus on how you respond to that treatment. In the end, it is your response that defines your well-being. The power of perception. Another essential teaching of Stoicism is the importance of our perception of events. Things have no power over us. It is our interpretation of them that affects us. Epictetus, one of the great Stoic philosophers, said, "It is not the things that disturb us, but our opinions about them." This means that we can choose how to view any situation. Always remember that just because things could have been different doesn't mean they would have been better. When writing the story of your life, don't let anyone else hold the pen. Remember that some of the best moments in your life have not happened yet. If something makes you happy, keep it to yourself. Know your worth and don't place yourself in the market offering, because that is where others will value you. Live in the present. The Stoics also emphasize the importance of living in the present. Too often we worry about the future or regret the past. However, life is lived in the present moment. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher emperor, wrote, "The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts." This reminds us that focusing on the here and now is crucial to a fulfilling life. The magic you seek is in the work you are avoiding. Sometimes when you are in a dark place, you think you have been buried, but in reality you have been planted. Once you realize your worth, you will be pleasantly surprised that you used to accept less than you deserved. One of the best decisions I ever made was to stop telling people what's going on in my life. Before you speak, listen. Before you talk, think. Before you react, earn. Before you spend, test. Before you quit, many people don't like you, especially if they see you as competition. Always listen to your gut. It somehow knows a lot of things you wouldn't expect. Rule your life with your mind, not your feelings. Every bad decision we've made in life was driven more by emotion than reason. The importance of gratitude. Gratitude is another pillar of Stoicism. Being grateful for what we have rather than focusing on what we lack can completely change our perspective. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, wrote extensively about the importance of appreciating what we already have. Self-confidence is a virtue. Life is not a matter of holding good cards, but of playing a bad hand well. Thousands of candles can be lit from a single candle, and your life will not be shortened. Happiness doesn't diminish when you share it. At first, you choose a partner based on looks and enjoy it until you realize that your children will be raised not based on looks, but on values. Learn to say no. If you expect the world to be fair to you because you are fair, you are fooling yourself. Learn to say no and mean it. Resentment is like drinking poison and then expecting it to kill your enemies. You can always make money, it's no big deal. The world isn't going to end because you don't have a steady income. Something else will do. Your friends want you to do well, but not better than them. Don't worry, the 5-person average is real. If you really want to get to know someone, look at the 5 people they talk to and spend time with the most. If you're trying to break a habit, don't tell yourself that this is the last time you're doing it. Instead, tell yourself that this is the first time you're not doing it. Beware of small expenses. A small leak will sink a big ship. Keep things in perspective. Never compare your life to others. They may seem better than yours, but they have problems you've never heard of. If they don't have what you want, don't listen to what they say. There is no greater waste of time than justifying your actions to people who have a life you don't want. Keep your own business to yourself. Stay away from idiots. Stupidity is contagious. Not everything in this world should be your problem. Some things are just not your business. Focus on the problems that affect you directly, and you'll be much happier that way. Your worth is not determined by someone else's inability to see your worth. Life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards. Don't ignore a problem you see coming from afar. That foresight is a gift. Don't waste it. He who laughs at himself never runs out of things to laugh about. Decision-making, like coffee, needs a cooling process. Don't judge each day by the harvest you reap, but by the seeds you plant. With each failure comes the experience needed to do better. Pay attention to those who say they love you, because often they don't. They just use you. Trust yourself and your first instinct in decisions. You spend all your health initially to gain wealth, and then you spend all your wealth for one day of good health. The people who say you can't and won't are usually the ones who are afraid you will. Be careful who you call your friends. I'd rather have 4 quarters than 100 cents. You don't have to feel good about it. You just have to move on. The feeling will pass, but you will remain. Expectations and dissatisfaction. Lower your expectations. Having high expectations of yourself and others is a recipe for chronic dissatisfaction in life. Your friends' problems become your problems. The smaller your social circle, the fewer problems you'll have. Today is the oldest you've ever been in your life and the youngest you'll ever be. What begins in anger ends in shame. Don't set yourself on fire to keep others warm. The only real mistake is the one from which we learn nothing. Success is 5% brains and 95% consistency. Learn to be self-sufficient and realize that you are immortal. You will suffer horribly later if you do not become independent and resourceful. If you are a night owl, you will be wrong in the worst possible way. Most people stay in the same place for a reason. The things they value are the anchors that keep them in place. A ship in port is safe, but that's not what ships are built for. People are good at keeping secrets. You don't know all the people in your life. Some teach you lessons about love and support. Others teach you what to avoid. Not everyone wants to see you succeed. Some will go out of their way to see you fail. If people were to take back the pain they caused you, you would lose the strength you gained. Don't be afraid of a shadow. It simply means there is a light nearby. If you want to get rich, think of saving as earning. Stop worrying about what other people think. Honestly, who cares? When you laugh, people laugh with you, and when you cry alone. When you try to please everyone, you almost always end up pleasing no one. Be yourself, everyone else is already taken. The importance of self-acceptance. It is possible to make mistakes and still lose. That is not weakness, that is life. Don't tell anyone what you think or know. Keep your secrets to yourself, because a friend today could be an enemy tomorrow. A busy man is seldom visited by idle friends. Flies don't fly into a boiling pot. Don't get caught up in regrets. No one is perfect. Don't chase happiness. Just stay positive and you will experience joy. Stop trying to get everyone to love you. You need enemies to succeed. If you wouldn't take advice from them, why would you take criticism? Everyone falls down. Getting up is how you learn to walk. You are not a product of your circumstances. You are a product of your decisions. Focus on yourself. People come and go. You don't notice your progress in life because you are always raising the bar. There are 2 wolves fighting inside all of us. The first is bad and the second is good. Which one will win? The one you feed. Loneliness is the price you pay when you start to improve. Embrace judgment no matter the outcome. You will always be judged, so don't live to impress others. Live to impress yourself. Comparison is the thief of joy. Focus on your path, not on others. Never be so nice that you forget to be clever, and never be so clever that you forget to be nice. If you don't control your mind, someone else will. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Wasting time on regrets, complaints, and tears will not get you results. Life's challenges are not there to paralyze you, but to help you discover who you are. Never sacrifice your progress for a friend. They might not do the same if the tables were turned. Relationships and trust. Don't compare your life to others. You have no idea what their trajectory is. People will forget what you said, they will forget what you did, but they will never forget how you made them feel. People never lie so much as before an election, during a war, or after a hunt. The more you like yourself, the less you need others to have what you never had. You have to do what you never did. Stay away from people who make you feel lonely. No company is better than bad company. Write your sad moments in the sand. Write your happy moments in stone. Be kind, but don't let people use you. The world doesn't care about your potential, it cares about what you've done. You're not always responsible for the first thought you have, but you are responsible for the second. Those who have a why to live for can bear almost any how. Never underestimate the power of stupid people. You are right about all the things you think you need to do. Don't wait, just start. Knowledge is knowing that a tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is not putting it in a fruit salad. Circumstances make the man, not circumstances the man. Continuous reflection and improvement. Sometimes it's a blessing not to get what you want. It's better to be hated for what you are than to be loved for something you're not. People will say almost anything when they're happy. Be wise and careful about this. Dead people receive more flowers than living ones because regret is stronger than gratitude. A goal is a dream with a deadline. Be proud that you survived the days when you thought you couldn't. Worry is the ultimate bully. It takes everything and gives nothing. Let go or be carried away. Great results can be achieved with small efforts. When thinking about life, remember this: no amount of guilt can change the past, and no amount of anxiety can change the future. Want to delve deeper into Stoic wisdom? Don't miss our next video where we explore how to apply the principles of Stoicism in daily life. Click now and transform your perspective.